Hello everyone and welcome to the ScratchRunning Podcast, the official podcast of competitive browser gaming, where our motto is, the long-awaited day is finally here. Repentance is out on Steam. As always, I'm your host Kieran, and with me on the mic are the boys. Apfellord, the creator of Taranga, also known as Monster World. Jocers, the creator of various stick animations.
And non-stick animations.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. We're getting there. Somewhere.
Creator of various stick animations.
Which is very fair.
And Zevo.
Yeah.
Zevo.
Come on, you guys know Zevo.
I don't need a formal introduction. I'm too good for that.
Right. You all know he makes stick animations.
You all know apparently greatest storyteller on Scratch. I don't know who got that genius idea.
I mean, whoever said that doesn't listen to the ScratchRunning Podcast.
Right.
Episode 28. Come on.
But I'm on the ScratchRunning Podcast, so that
you are on this podcast. So.
There you go.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you're here to tell your own little story, and we're glad everybody's here. We got Jocers back.
Jocers is
this like
back.
a returning.
It's been 3,000 years.
It's been 3,000 years. Zevo, you're finally back too.
I'm back. For once, I'm not doing this once a year.
Jocers, how? I mean, it's been the longest since we saw you. So how are you doing?
I am doing
how's it
amazing. Time non-existent. But
let's go.
Work, I'm lazy, man. But and life, just living.
Just living.
Life's been
vibing.
Dude, life's been good.
Life's been good. Indeed.
Wait, since you last saw me, I left college and got an apprenticeship.
God, yeah.
That was in
October. God.
Yeah, that was in October.
Oh my God.
Lots of things happen, man.
Yeah.
Also, New Year's and
Karen,
all that. I hope
you're a college dropout.
Not college. I'm 18. 19 in 3 days.
Oh, happy birthday.
Well, when y'all hear this,
my alarm's going off. No.
Wake up, Zevo. Wake up, Zevo. You gotta record the ScratchRunning Podcast.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You ever get one of those alarms that just makes you want to jam out?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I try to set
bangers.
the world's best music to my wake-up alarms. I wake up just flipping, dancing out of my bed.
I mean, the problem with that is, if you have other people in your house, then you're just gonna leave the alarm on, and they're gonna be hating you. Oh my God!
You know what the other problem is?
Screw 'em.
If you're gonna associate waking up with that song every time, at some point you might hate it.
Oh no!
That's why I don't have anything.
That's why you need to do a song you don't love, but can jam out to.
Oh, that's right.
All right, that's a very good.
Yeah,
that's a good
my
one.
ringtone is Dance Celebrate from the Scratch audio library.
No,
this is real. Phone me.
That's so good. I kind of just felt like, in that moment where Kieran said it's gonna be his birthday soon, your phone just kind of went, oh, what?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hold on, what?
No, straight up.
Yeah. The 19th of January. It's still kind of a special day. Even if it's on a Wednesday.
I've kind of I'm 23 now, and I feel sometimes when people ask me how old are you, I still feel like just saying 19 because because at some point you just kind of stop. I don't want to sound old.
When I was 16, I would have said 12.
There we go. Right. So I don't know.
When I was 16, people would say I'm 12. So.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It may also be a case of how much you if you remember your birthday very well because it was a great party or whatever, which obviously during COVID it's gonna be very fun. But maybe that's when you can remember your birthdays better and remember how old you are better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh God, I'm so excited for the day when I get so old that I don't remember how old I am.
Right?
I want to be that old guy, the grandpa who pretends he's senile just to mess with everyone.
Oh, of course.
Just that would be so fun. But then I'm scared that it'll become a manifestation, and then I'll actually go insane.
Yeah, I think
maybe don't do that.
It's kind of I wonder how our generation is gonna be once we're actually old. Like, first off, how the world's
Right?
going to be. Second off, how we're going to be,
Oh,
how
no.
our relationship's going to be to our kids and grandchildren, and also the other generation, the next generations coming.
Dude, that's like such a deep question, but I wonder about this so often because like, am I still gonna play video games when I'm like
I'm more so
hopefully 80?
I'm more so like
At some point?
wondering about
probably
us
will
as a like, you know how people had this already this, I don't know, this generalization of boomers or the older
Oh,
people.
of course.
That's going to be me
How are
soon.
we going to
no,
be
it's
what's
gonna
we're
be the-
boomers?
No.
Them
Like,
Zoomers out
And
there.
how are they going to look at us compared to how we look at boomers right now?
Oh, look at old Zevo. He's still on that.
Zevo.
I'm already- I'm
Still
already
using scratch.mit.edu.
I'm already
Zevo.
considered the Scratch Boomer, so
Oh my God.
I mean,
That's unfortunate.
Right.
Well,
I just wanna
actually,
know,
there is
Zevo.
Griff
I
Patch.
just want to know.
yeah.
There's Griff Patch.
Have you played Chirpy Reverie?
Have I what?
Oh,
Oh, of course
Have
I
you
have.
played Chirpy
Yeah.
Reverie?
Yeah,
Dude.
I did.
Updater is part of ZTS. I gotta support my family.
Yeah.
Updaters everywhere.
No,
Apparently.
Chirpy
Family?
Reverie
Face with
is
raised eyebrow emoji?
absolutely- Chirpy Reverie is absolutely incredible.
agreed. Agreed. It's very, very cool game.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I for me personally, it was more the mechanics more than anything.
Oh yeah.
Oh
no,
yeah, the
I mean,
mechanics. Oh my
the,
God.
the mechanics just make me think of like Celeste, where they're like,
Oh yeah.
and
Chirpy
I mean, I
Reverie.
think that's perfect for a Scratch game. It's
Chirpy
Yeah.
Reverie's really good.
Chirpy Reverie is absolutely incredible. I told everyone in ZTS to go play it.
Go play Chirpy Reverie.
Mm.
Which, by the way,
You
to
haven't
those
already.
people don't think that like ZTS isn't very active in terms of making projects, and that's kind of true. But as like a community, we do talk every day. So also, I made 10 years of randomness. That was like such a. I always talk about that because that's like
Mhm.
your monster world, you know?
Oh, I see.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
see. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like that was just such
That's
a
the big
huge
project.
thing. Yeah.
Agreed.
Speaking
Although I
of
still
great
kind of
games,
feel like-
Monster World.
Mm.
Well, you know, I'm
Uh,
still working on it. Taranga is coming along nicely.
It's coming up.
The full,
Soon.
full version. To give people another update on that.
Yeah.
That you know, I never give the like real update, which is what people want, is like an
Game.
actual
Mhm.
date
An
when it's
update
gonna
to the
come
game.
out. But
There is no date.
I'm making some good progress right now. It's lots of fun stuff
Awesome.
happening, and then making basically remaking the game into what I into a better engine and stuff.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Mhm.
Kieran,
Hi.
sorry, you talked about Chirpy Reverie, and
Chirpy Reverie.
I want to know how much did you like actually get into speedrunning that? Because I know it had
So-
like tools specific for that.
So I have S pluses in some of the main levels.
Mm-hmm.
I've beaten the first 3 expert levels. I really should at some point 100% the game.
Fair.
Actually, no, I should just beat the EX levels. I don't want to get S pluses on them. I don't want to speedrun this game.
I don't want to. Please.
The only thing that I don't like about the game is there's no easy way to reset. You got to green flag, enter your save code again, go back to the level select screen. Every
That's a
time
good
you
point.
mess up.
That's a good
Oh yeah,
point.
and also like I remember I accidentally went to the last boss, and the boss was invisible,
Ooh.
and so I had to beat an
What?
invisible.
Oh, yeah, that
final,
happens.
yeah, I had to beat an invisible final boss.
But I never beat it. I've been planning on doing it, but I just forget to be a good friend.
Jocers. Jocers,
good-
you're just playing the game
A
on hardcore
good
mode.
friend, dude, just play Chirpy Reverie.
That's all you gotta do. No.
Dude, the
Great
key
game.
the key to being someone's best friend, you gotta play Chirpy Reverie.
Right.
Yeah,
No matter whose best friend.
no matter whose friend it is.
I feel
Play
bad because
Chirpy
for,
Reverie.
for Scratch Smash, I gave Updater so many small nitpicks for Zevo. And I feel really bad that like I made him do all that work, but nah, I love that
Yeah.
man. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His short in 10 Years of Randomness might be one of the funniest ones too.
True.
Hey,
I-
if you worked on 10 years of randomness and you listen to this, post your own short on your own account.
Oh yeah, please.
It's gonna do well.
Yeah, it's gonna do well.
It'll do
10
well.
Years of Randomness did not, but your individual short will do very well.
Oh dang!
Let's go.
I mean,
Yeah, please
It-
do. Give yourself credit.
Yeah.
as ironic as it is, it does kind of make sense that something like very, that a shorter clip we're in an age, in an internet age,
Yeah.
where short clips are getting very, very popular. Obviously, not
Hashtag
gonna
shorts,
name
baby.
yeah, but I can see it. It's like
Yeah.
short attention spans. We got them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
We're all the same.
Which is why this podcast, also with an hour of content, might not be the way to go.
Welcome
Like,
to
I mean,
the
I find
Distractable
it fun
Podcast.
to listen to. So, cry about it.
Cry about it, right?
I've actually been listening to the Markiplier podcast, Distractable, while like drawing. It's actually it's a pretty good podcast.
Oh, really?
Not as good
Yeah.
as this one, but
Well,
it'd be
Yeah, the Scratch Running Podcast has...
me.
thank you. There we go. Cough.
Yeah. This
Uh,
podcast has Chirpy Reverie.
Monster
new
World.
Yeah.
and
And?
the animation contest we do every.
Oh yeah,
every
SRCast
Yeah.
Animated. We're gonna
I,
talk about that.
I'm
later.
begging that one day I can be funny enough to have something animated.
It's just slap it onto a contest. People are
Yeah.
gonna do it.
That's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
I was actually thinking of doing that. Like once I post some more projects and Zevo has like enough like things to pull from, I
Yeah.
might do like an animation contest of like, oh, reanimate this scene from your favorite
Oh,
Zevo.
that's great.
Oh,
And then
That's great.
ooh.
yeah.
That's kind of a nice idea.
One thing I can definitely vouch for is make it as easy as possible for people to get those clips.
Yeah,
'Cause,
that's how we made it.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure nobody, maybe one person, would have entered if we just said, "Yeah, pick out your favorite clips from the SRCast."
Oh,
Do
yeah.
it, idiot. And then
Yeah. But we gave
Oh,
them
that's
the
true.
clips,
I have
and-
no idea how I would like. I guess I could just turn all the projects and make them like one audio file, and then they could just pick
Yeah.
that audio
yeah,
file.
that would be it probably.
Yeah.
Like the biggest part is to make it as easy as possible for people to enter, even if they they don't want to dig through a billion scratch projects to piece together what they need. Instead, they just kind of want
yeah.
because that makes sense. Even somebody like my idea with this contest, and this is like we're talking more about the contest now, even though we're gonna have a separate project. For
Yeah,
that
we're gonna have the
entirely,
SRCast Animated retrospective soon.
yeah, I just want to get this out, right? My idea with this contest project was to make, even if somebody didn't know what the SRCast was, they could hop into this project, see a few,
Yeah.
like listen to a few clips,
Listen
get
to
an
the
immediate
clips,
idea of
get
what the people look like.
Get references for the Scratch Runners, because
Right.
those are the people that are talking.
And even a transcript, so they could like say,
Yeah.
even if I don't know who Shellbridge is, you can then say, okay, that's his voice right here when blah blah blah.
You should get a
Nice.
girlfriend.
You should get a girlfriend. That's the
They said the word. or
yep,
the
that's
line.
the funny.
That's the
Funny
funny.
line. That's good.
I
That's a
guess
good line,
this
though.
is this the point where we segue to Ty's Brewery.
Well, I just honestly want to say so many great games came out. Like over
So
the
many great
break.
games came
That's
out
the
in
problem.
December.
I'm not
The one
in the
month-
game community. I don't know what
The 1 month we don't have an episode of the Scratch Running Podcast. We get 3 games that I would like to talk about today.
I mean, the main
Right.
one I've played is Chirpy Reverie, but that's just because updaters in ZTS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
Ty's Brewery Hidden Stories expansion by Block 866 is also up there as one of
Yum.
the best December games.
well, I think in general is one of the better games that came out. Although the menus are very hard to navigate, I'm gonna give it.
It is
that.
a very weird menu.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that's an AK menu right there. If you like running a coffee shop, then you're gonna
Oh.
love Ty's Brewery.
Buy ingredients, you make rubbish and sell it to people.
You make rubbish and sell it to people.
There you go.
So, Nick, what's your favorite recipe out of the very little Ty's Brewery you've played?
Well, I'm not gonna say it's my favorite recipe, but it's one where I'm. So the game, like basically how it works for Zevo and Jocers here, if you haven't played it.
Not
is-
the audience
is-
at home. They've all played it.
Yeah,
They've all
I
played
mean,
it.
probably a lot of people.
Probably. And if you haven't, then
That is
we'll put
true.
in the SRCast mentioned projects.
Right.
I am
right.
the
no, you-
least likely active Scratcher to have seen a new Scratch project that came out since the Scratch
No,
Saga
believe me,
3.0.
I'm in the same boat.
Play it.
I'm in the
I
same
just
boat.
make things now. I don't watch projects.
Yeah.
If they're not, besides like fan art, because the idea of someone making like a fan thing, that still
Yeah.
means so much.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, agreed. No, I like through Scratch Running is probably the only place where I find new stuff. But
If Clabs hadn't shown me Homecome Creatures of the Night, I think I said this last episode,
you don't know where you'd be today.
I don't know where I'd be today. I would probably be in Ty's Brewery right now asking for a Baja Blast.
For the longest time, I didn't know that Baja Blast was like a Taco Bell exclusive. I thought because where I'm from, you can just buy it at the store.
Yeah.
And when people told me like, "Oh, you don't like Taco Bell? What about Baja Blast?" I'm like, "You mean that like I
The
just get
soda?
it at the store?" I didn't know.
It was a limited release in stores in the USA, and
Yeah.
we
Really?
don't have it here in the UK. So
Well,
I mean,
You
don't
just
worry.
have
It's just like slightly better Mountain Dew. It's not.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it's a
John
good
does like it
drink.
a lot.
It's
You're
Mountain
not gonna
Dew
seek it
with
out.
a tropical punch in stores now, except not.
Yeah,
Dang.
it's better than regular Mountain Dew, probably.
Well, Mountain Dew is just fizzy urine, but you know, I like it.
I mean,
I have
can't
this,
Mountain
I
Dew
have this
dissolve
shop.
a rat?
I have this shop near me that sells like American snacks that are imported and stuff like that.
Yeah,
They don't have Baja Blast, I can tell you
That's
that much.
unfortunate.
I did go to a similar shop, and they did have a can of Baja Blast, so I
Really?
did get it, and yeah, it's
It's
good.
Pretty good.
No, for me it's like, or because it's imported probably to Germany or whatever, it just costs
gonna
like
be-
way too much.
It's gonna be
It-
limited.
Now here's the thing. Have you ever had Mexican Coke imported?
no.
It's
Well,
okay. No. So those who don't know,
unless you're talking
no, it's
Zevo.
Coca-Cola, not Coca-Cola. Specifically Coca-Cola.
Is this our soda segment?
No, what it is that in the United States for the sugar, because we hate ourselves, we use cornstarch. In Mexico for Coke, at the very least, when they bring it over to the U.S., I don't think they do it
Mhm.
actually in Mexico anymore. They use cane sugar, and they put it in like a
Nice.
glass bottle, and you can taste the difference. It tastes so much better.
No.
Better.
Oh,
mean,
I did not know
like,
that.
better in-
I probably should try that now.
Mm.
Yeah, you absolutely should. You know, I mean, it might also just be that it's in a bottle, and bottles are way
yeah.
cooler.
Bottles,
but no,
yeah.
you can taste the difference with the cane sugar.
Oh, you guys are drinking sodas with sugar in them. I don't know what to say about that.
What? You don't have sugar inside your soda?
I'm a Pepsi Max guy.
Ew.
I see.
Yeah.
As
That's
as a Coke man, I scoff
Is
at
it-
Pepsi.
I'm
Is it
a
possible?
Sprite man.
Is it possible for a Pepsi girl and a Coca-Cola boy to fall in love?
I don't know, but we're not doing it here.
This is a meme that I sent to Nick Scratchrunning about an hour before recording.
Yeah.
Turns out
Uh,
absolutely isn't.
It's not
Otherwise,
possible.
we'd have a love story right here. No,
Oh my god. I really wish Shelbridge was here. One day,
Yeah.
I'll tell the greatest story of how he He didn't even impersonate. He just went on a different account and just was. Whenever I was like, "Hey, aren't you Sorig?" He was very vague about giving me his answers. Anyway, so we did a
Isn't-
whole playthrough of Undertale together.
No, Shalebridge
Nice.
is not Sorig. Not the
No,
same guy.
You're right.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm-
I won't go more in depth. It was funny because I've known Shelbridge for years, even before that point.
He's not Sorig or Toaster.
Or Toaster, no, I remember that.
Oh
yeah, but
I'm looking forward to when Zevo will be able to tell the full story. But
Same.
we'll save that. For
Yeah.
when,
and then you'll learn how much I love going on random tangents.
there we go.
Welcome
So
to the
cool.
podcast.
Yeah.
So another great game, Astro Head Smasher 2. Just a very fun,
It's
very
just
very
just
well
a nice
made
little platformer.
platformer with like, how would you to what game would you compare it?
Mm,
It's like
it's my man Astro Head Smasher.
it's not Metroidvania, that's for sure.
It's like
Oh,
I mean, I
dude.
guess the like weapon, like you can buy different weapons. It's kind of like Mega Man.
Yeah,
well,
it
you don't
does have
buy-
lots of Mega Man.
Yeah,
vibes.
I mean, there's a shop in like Mega Man and Base 7 and 9,
Yeah.
but it's not like
Astro Head
you
Smasher
don't buy
2,
the weapons. You
buy things. But yeah, Astro Head Smasher 2. We've actually been playing it on Scratch Running, me and Nick.
ooh.
About that game, like it's just something I wanna get out before we move on. At the start, like the game looks very what would you call it? It does not look like a big game because it's like The art style is very simple. It's like kept in a very
You just
simple
see
way.
you just see the first world and you think, that's a game.
That's a game, but then you just keep playing and this world like unfolds before you, and you have so much stuff to do and so many levels, and they still manage to bring in new fun mechanics and stuff.
New
You said
content.
You said Basher Head
There's a squid.
what's the name?
Asher had Smasher 2 by Dark
Dark
Nubs.
Nubs. My man.
Great game. We have talked about the first one back then, and then
A while
the second
back.
one obviously came out. So
Yeah.
everybody, please give it a try if you want to. It's a
Everyone
bit hard. It's a bit
Play
difficult.
Asher Head Smasher 2 Part
I'm
1.
not gonna lie, but it's good.
go.
Oh yeah, speaking of games, this is so like we've only talked about it as a possibility, but I might eventually actually make a Zevo game with a racing ace.
Oh, whoa.
Yo.
She's a good friend of mine, and
Yeah.
she wanted to make one, and I'm totally down. So we'll
Okay,
see.
so what would the optimal Zevo game look like? What would you have in there?
That's the thing. I love platformers, but I hate Scratch. So
Based.
I really
Based.
don't want. I really look. Even though I could totally just do Zevo, a platformer, and get 1 million views, I would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Don't worry, I'm gonna do it instead.
So what I might do is do
Nice.
like a beat 'em up platformer, because Zevo
Yeah.
has like. I don't need to get. I could tell the whole Zevo lore story, but
Well, keep it short.
Zevo lore.
We only have an hour.
Oh, you guys have lore? Nah, I didn't play Asher Head Smasher 1 or Aftermath, but I'm going straight into 2. Actually, you know what? Let's skip straight to the Q&A box.
fair enough.
Oh, really?
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Can I just ask one last question that is not like Q&A box?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Josers,
Yes.
have you ever thought about making a game? Because you're more the animator guy.
Yes, I like before I was an animator. I was trying to make games from scratch. Actually, I actually have had ideas for games that I want to make. And if I were to make a game, it would be like a platform fighter type game.
Yeah.
Except the it's just gonna be shapes. I think I've talked about this here before.
Ooh.
Oh, you have.
Yeah.
Wait, have you told me about this?
I
Yeah.
think
I
this
was
is
making
this is an
it
old thread
before.
from ScratchRunning.
Yeah.
So cool.
I remember this.
Shape of Fight it was called.
I remember that.
Yeah. It just has like it's gonna have the simplest graphics, so that way I can actually try fitting as much as possible in there.
Yeah.
That's
very interesting.
But I fell off.
I found 2 questions from the Q&A box.
off.
Yeah,
coding.
2 questions.
Yeah.
So it'd be like
Nice.
just one last thing. It'd be like you have cube
Yeah.
and circle and
Cube,
circle
circle.
just rolling around.
Yeah.
Yeah. The final boss is is that optical illusion, the impossible triangle.
Actually,
Right. Love that.
yeah, that was the plan. Yeah, that was the plan.
Yeah. The final boss could also be a dodecahedron.
Yes.
I love that. All right, Kieran, hit us.
Yeah.
Hit us
So
with
the
those.
SRCast Q&A box, it's going to be in the description. Don't worry about it. So our first question comes from Rattling Master 123.
Hello.
Whoever is on
intimidating.
there, what was your worst project?
My worst project.
Oof. Well, that we ever released or that we ever like just worked on?
That we ever released? I'm gonna say mine is all of them.
No, give me like an actual Kieran. Kieran goes first. I want an actual project that you think is your
Okay,
worst.
so what projects? What projects do I even have?
I'm gonna have to look this up myself.
Man, I made some. I'm going through my
yeah.
unshared right now. So bad.
Definitely the Krunker tutorials. I don't even play the game anymore, and I still get
Damn.
hearts and comments on those
see.
on those projects from Krunker players. Like, please make more content. No, cry about it.
I did.
Go watch some YouTuber.
There's
what-
just
yeah.
something about like starting out with Scratch that makes you make the weirdest like projects. I don't know if you guys have the same. I'm going through my unshared stuff right now. That
Yeah.
I like had up at some point. and
I'm just
There's like, I made character creator projects back
Yeah.
in the day. They were based on Monster World, believe it or not.
Really?
That's the funniest part.
So
yeah, Monster
even
World,
back then, you had the like.
yes.
That's
yes.
awesome.
But they were awful, and I had another thing. It was like a turn-based combat thing that was also based on Monster World, but it was like basically you had slash, you had a heal. I think that was you had weight. For some reason, I made a weight.
Actually, the weight does make sense within RPGs. I've seen it. When it just comes in just such specific circumstances.
Yeah. I see this. There's one I made, Astro the game engine. I made an Astro game.
Really?
I had a fun little animation.
That's awesome.
Like a running animation I wanted to make, but that's about it. It
wasn't Astro, really good. You have my attention.
Astro,
I'm gonna share this later. I'm gonna share this later if you want to. But the platforming engine I made was just pretty bad.
Oh no.
Griffpatch wasn't around back then to teach the kids how to make a good platformer engine.
It's weird to think I remember a time before Griffpatch joined Scratch.
Right?
Yeah.
Were you also on Scratch before Griffpatch joined?
I'm not sure.
I was a 1.4.
Oh, you were from 1.4?
Yep.
You're my new favorite.
Aww.
It's old.
I was out there watching Astro and waiting for every episode and Swifty and Sprite Master and
that makes sense because I know you know who Swifty is.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, okay.
God,
yeah.
I'm really sad that because it's been so long, I don't remember Swifty projects.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I do remember some of yours, like actually back then, or were you like you were? I'm not sure. I think you were very active in on the Astro.
Yeah, I wasn't really. I was actually kind of popular in 1.4, but it wasn't for my projects. It was because everyone in the community just kind of knew who I was.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that's I definitely remembered your name. That's
Oh, that means a lot. Thank you.
Hello. But now tell me what your worst project was. Yeah. Like Zevo, please give us find your worst project.
I don't unshare projects that often, so just because I'm like, you know what, I made this when I was a kid. I can't. I have a project that's quite literally called The Worst Project Ever, and it was my first ever voice recording. It was posted it when I was 10.
Oh no.
The first sentence on the thumbnail is "Let's throw food at our neighbors," and I spelled "throw" as THROUGH.
Throw what?
I was 10 and dyslexic. I don't want to watch this even. I'm scared.
No, please don't. Please don't.
Anyways, I'm gonna assume on my main account, on my remixes account, I have no idea.
Oh yeah, same. I also have some weird stuff on other.
We'll say it's that one because it's quite literally called The Worst Project Ever.
Jocers, what is your worst?
You see, that's a problem, because I have two accounts.
You only release good things.
Okay, here's the thing. Give me because obviously our first project that we made was the worst one by definition because it was the first one. But it has to be a mixture of why did I make this at the time that I made it.
Okay, I have one. Do not question my sanity.
Is that the project, or is that you telling me to not question?
No, that's a project. That's a project.
Okay. No, you know what, Joseph,
also, that's for Joseph.
I think you might be insane.
That's for Jocers. For my first account, Darice, I cannot tell you which one's the worst because a lot of them are
equally bad.
Are just
yeah,
different.
Okay.
I have one thing I want.
Actually, AI piano. No, never mind. I have AI piano. Oh my god.
AI piano.
Do you? I mean, that could be cool.
No, concept's cool, but do you think I did it? Do you think I did it well? Do you think that me as a 12, 13-year-old actually said I can do something like that? No, I just.
No.
What I did was just have the AI do random
just random notes.
I just had a flashback. I know what my worst projects are.
I have another one I want to share too.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, all I want to say, saying that earlier with at the time it came out, unproportionately bad. I have this one project where I tried to make a game that you control by screaming. So you, it's like Flappy Bird.
That's awesome. What do you mean?
I use the loudness thing, so it's like Flappy Bird, but you have to scream to make the guy move.
Way.
That's awesome.
Everybody gangster till you get the webcam right.
I'm sorry. That's awesome. I don't know how that can be your worst project.
I don't know. It looks
Your
so
worst,
bad.
Nick, your worst project is clearly Super Fighter Tournament.
Oh, that's very
clearly.
or Rope Slide 1.
I'm gonna make a Super Fighter tournament that you control by screaming. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
Best of both worlds. Anyways, oh god,
No.
these are projects I haven't seen in 10 years. I used to run, because I am a Sonic nerd.
Of course.
I used to run the account Sonic_the Hedgehog, and
Oh,
Rare.
guys, it's the real Sonic.
it's
No
the
way,
real
he's on the
Sonic.
podcast.
It's me. Where do you think Zevo's hair comes from?
Drake
It's actually
yeah.
it was supposed to be Astro's hair, but on the side. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Spike
And
Man.
all these projects are taken down. I have no idea why I privated them, and I don't know the account password anymore, so I wouldn't be able to access it. But it was all just the worst Sonic fan fiction ever.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I don't know about
Oh,
that.
no.
I don't know
It
about
was
that.
written by a 9 to 10-year-old,
Oh no.
and it was just it was bad.
Hey,
It was-
there are probably people watching this that have seen worse.
Oh yeah, probably.
Oh, there are, but like that's the worst I've done, and I part of me wishes I could access that account again, but I haven't used it in 10 years.
Oh, no password, huh?
Not that I would know of, because I don't think I've
Ah.
retained any passwords for that long. But
Imagine having your passwords.
I do have some accounts with like very, very bad.
I just keep them in the void.
The void.
The
Yeah.
void.
I don't know. Scratch 1.4 was a different time for me. I was
Scratch
open.
1.4.
Scratch 1.4 just
was a
hits
moment.
different.
Hits different. Agreed.
Yeah, you had to be
Absolutely
there.
agreed. You had
Yeah.
to be there.
I actually do have to say, you did have to be there.
Yeah.
It doesn't compare to what we have today.
Does
Platformers-
not compare to Codebreaker's Goomble
Chirpy.
Gen 2 coming up
Yeah.
in
I think
the,
Scratch has better games
in
now.
the far
but
future.
I think Scratch has better games now, but hot take, I like the animations from 1.4 more.
Dang.
There were some nice animations.
There was-
They
You
weren't
had-
like
you-
they weren't
you had to
smooth or
be there.
anything, but they were funny.
No, they weren't
You had
well
to be there.
made. The animations now are better made, but
I really don't watch Scratch animations unless
Yeah.
I really
Wow.
really want to.
have you not seen my most recent Ask Zevo project?
I actually
I
did.
have.
I actually
have
did.
seen it. I have
Dang.
seen it. It was
I
good.
thought that the thing at the end was gonna be Megalovania.
I'd say I think that 1.4 animations are like a lot more genuine.
Oh,
And, like
yes.
they don't
Yes.
they're not adhering to the literal to what's called the algorithm of Scratch.
I think I know. What
And
you
The
mean.
algorithm on Scratch is just pray that someone with more followers than you
Yeah.
stars the project.
But even then, that's still, and you're also trying to get into the explore page as well.
Yeah.
I can imagine that back then people just made stuff because they actually liked to make stuff
Yeah.
and they actually cared about the jokes and stuff.
Yeah, the old heads used memes because they're funny. The new guys use memes for the views.
Yes,
Do
Exactly.
you think so?
exactly.
Do you think Potato
Exactly.
Animator made
100%. That I'm totally not nostalgia blind.
There is another question on the SRCast Q&A box. What is one good reason not to try to make a Hawaiian pizza flavored soda?
I have.
Do you need any?
Yeah, so
Who? I don't mean I don't know. I know that Apple puts pineapple in his pizzas, and that is the worst decision I have.
No.
No.
wait, are we actually talking about pizza? I wanted to talk about soda.
Right.
well-
That's the good point.
Ham and pineapple on a soda. Like pineapple, I can kind of understand, but ham?
Think
That's what
about
I
it.
was-
No,
that's
think
what I was
about
gonna
this.
say. Who's gonna drink a fizzy ham?
Who's gonna drink a fizzy ham?
Listen.
The sequel to Steamed
Listen,
Hams,
listen,
fizzy
listen.
hams.
Steamed hams. That's
Think
what I
about
call
it this
hamburgers.
way. Think about it this way. We have already heard last episode, maybe the one before. We heard about turkey gravy soda.
What?
Okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
So,
our
no, don't-
Thanksgiving special.
don't ask
Don't worry
question-
about
don't
it.
ask
Just listen to the SRCast.
Just so that already existed, right? And people for some reason still bought it, maybe once
People-
or twice. Doesn't
yeah.
matter.
No, that's for
But
curiosity.
Now think about it. Think about a soda that just has a pineapple flavor. Completely
Okay,
fine,
that's fine.
right?
Okay, yeah,
Completely
that's
fine.
cool.
Don't worry about it. And now add like a little bit of
Now add
At that-
saltiness to it, and ham.
salt,
Oh.
ham flavor. Not even to mention the pizza sauce. Maybe a little bit of cheese flavor in there.
No.
I forgot about
I
that.
hate
That's-
this question.
Wait,
I
no,
feel
but
like
like
I
this.
like it.
Yeah, I don't. The only thing I could see would be the pineapple part, but like, what part of the pizza?
How-
Greasy.
Yep.
But like,
Yep.
Whoever asked this question should feel bad.
Yeah.
Whoever asked this question needs to play Ty's Brewery.
how do you get the dough flavor, the sauce flavor, the cheese flavor, the ham? How do you make that in the soda?
Well,
With artificial flavoring that's illegal in the European Union, Joseph.
that's true. So you can now get it, Karen. Don't worry
But, like,
about it.
I can
no,
understand-
I can't. I can't. I think the UK
Okay.
still
I
has
might be able to
similar
understand
laws.
like ham, like because you can get the juices for the ham, but then and maybe sauce, but a dough.
Maybe.
How do you
Dough.
get bread soda?
Bread soda. That's
I
beer, Joseph.
mean, they
Wait.
can also make pizza flavored like chips, right? Or stuff like that. It's probably not that difficult to make it. I wouldn't want to taste
Yeah.
it at all.
Like
I would
I have a
rather die.
I have a lot of respect for the scientists behind artificial flavors
Right?
or even natural flavors. How do they do it?
Yeah,
I don't know. They just.
science, man.
They figure
They, like-
something out.
So the answer is simple. You don't need any reasons not to, because you simply can't without
You cannot.
like, breaking some law.
Yeah,
It's not possible.
Yep.
I mean,
And if it is possible, then I don't want to know how.
Well, I feel like in the United States they use us as like guinea pigs for. We're all test subjects to like
Of course.
food companies. So
that's
of course.
fair because they take our they take data.
why do you think we're all so fat?
USA.
USA. Let's go, U.S. boys.
All right, so that was the Q&A box. Thank you, everybody, for
Thank
asking
you.
your very real questions.
Very real questions. Sadly, no advice segment. Kind of unfortunate.
Well, Clabs is gonna join us soon again. I
Clabs
hope.
will join us soon.
Oh,
He's,
glad everyone loves that guy.
That's true.
Everyone loves him. But like unironically, everyone loves Clabs.
Clabs will find us that pizza, that Hawaiian pizza soda, and talk about it.
Mm. Mhm.
I have a little question because we are like nearing the end of the episode. We still have a little bit to go, but
We have a bit to go.
just want to say
Mhm.
since it is a new year, it's already been like 16 days from the point where we're recording this. But do you guys have any like New Year's resolutions specifically for your Scratch accounts? That's what I want to know. Like saying or something like a personal project.
I want to make one project this year.
Only
Well, I
one?
mean, this
No
is
more?
that project.
I mean,
Well,
yes.
not on Kieran's account. On Kieran's
something.
account.
Just something.
Just something.
Fair enough.
Okay.
For me, I have two goals. One
Okay.
is to post more.
Fair.
Yeah.
Second one is to get that anime opening out this year.
True.
Ah.
So counting up, I posted 4 projects on the main account.
Mhm.
2 of them were about ZXNM.
Ah.
Wait, no. The one project that I'm going to post this year is 19, the sequel to 18 by KTRAV 258.
Let me see this.
But you're gonna get
Let me see this.
And
before this episode
And that
airs.
will be my final project on Scratch. Feel free to unfollow the main account and just follow ScratchRunning instead, because that's how it works.
You
like,
should
come
just
on, what am
follow
I gonna...
Scratch Running in general.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
come on, what am I gonna do? Upload?
Well,
No, really. If that's my rule. If someone posts their final project, I unfollow them.
Aw.
goodbye.
Hey.
That's fair,
Goodbye.
that's fair.
See ya. Unless
Zemo, do
it's
you have
at
anything?
Fellow.
Do you have anything? planned?
I have planned. The thing is that I've kind of started to run Zevo like it's an actual production.
Yeah.
So I actually do have plans for I mean I have the 100 project special where
Mm-hmm.
I said I was gonna sing. I lied. I tried
Why?
really hard,
Oh.
and I'm just not a good enough singer. I'll sing
No,
in
just
another
you should
project
just post it
some other
up
time.
What?
because people will appreciate it.
No,
What
I'm
if
gonna
we just all sing together?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it like the recording, which is actually like a Frankenstein of different parts of me singing in like the end slate. So then people still want to hear. Anyways, and then I have like the sequel to the robot, ZTS Guilty, which is like, because it ends with the trio going to jail, and now I'm gonna have a court case. Spoilers: Hunted Skelly is playing the judge.
Nice.
Okay.
I was gonna include some other ZTS members, and then after that, I want to try to get into the Origins projects where it starts with the lore, all the. So I have a decent amount of plans for this year. Hopefully, I can do what I set out to. But
A Scratch court case, huh?
People have a nice roadmap now to look forward to, I think.
Nice.
Yes.
hopefully.
Yeah, speaking of people who just posted their final project on Scratch,
Right.
Rend Heaven made a game. Well, remade a game.
Remade a game. That's
Yeah.
true. But it was like a
Evanescent.
passion project of his and Kneebones.
Yeah, they worked hard.
You gotta tell the
Evanescent.
people what game.
Evanescent 2022 is one of the games I've ever seen.
What are the games?
It's a good game. It's a good game.
It is a good game.
Kieran is not a fan of JRPGs, and I'm not really either. I'm gonna be
I'm
honest.
not very good at the game.
Yeah.
Have you guys played Xenoblade Chronicles?
No.
I have not. And if you're here to tell me it's a good game, I believe you.
I'm here
Absolutely.
No, I'm here to tell you it's the best game.
Oh.
Okay.
Right. Fair.
You
And that's
okay.
still underselling it. Anyways.
Oh man.
Clearly, you've never played Chirpy Reverie.
You're right, my bad. Chirpy
Clearly,
Reverie's
you've
pretty
never
good.
played that Astro game. I
Clearly,
made
you
back in
don't
the
own
day.
an air fryer.
Clearly, you don't own an air fryer.
I think if anybody out there is a big fan of JRPGs, this might be like the perfect one for you.
Yeah, this might be the game for you. I think the game is good.
The art is really nice.
Yes.
Kneebones did an amazing job.
My man.
You have the classic, skill trees you can look at and like read way too much before you realize, oh wait, I can only get this first thing anyways, or not even that. There's a lot like to look forward to, and there's a nice story. So if you're looking for a game with actual story on Scratch, you can find that there. A little bit of depth to it. And in general, with a Rend Heaven game, you can always expect some level of quality in there.
Yeah,
something
you
that
know it's gonna be good. Come on, guys! It's the guy that made Monster Melee, my favorite
right.
strategy game.
Yeah.
Strategy games are underrated.
And now that is a genre that I can get into. Monster
There we go.
Melee, baby.
In general, follow the man. Even though as Karen said, it's his final project. Maybe you don't even need to follow it.
Maybe just
follow him
heart the
anymore.
project instead.
Right. That's a good idea.
Give it
Yeah.
a solid smooch.
Give it a solid smooch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I'm not gonna smooch Evanescent.
No,
That's
No.
unfortunate.
you're gonna start the project anyway.
Start the project anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
One last thing we have before we maybe end the episode or just
Mm.
go into whatever else we want to talk about. The polls. We've had polls last season,
Yes.
and we're digging them back up for this one.
We found them.
We found them, everybody. We finally found these poll
The polls.
answers.
Let's go.
People, or last time we asked the people, what do you want to see more of next season? And whether we're gonna listen to that or not is another, is another thing.
You
But-
think we're gonna listen to our fans?
Well, maybe sometimes. I
might.
do agree. I do agree with some of these.
Yeah.
A lot. So, 11% said we want new contests.
Mm.
Ooh.
We could do a
Because
few.
I
We
could
do
I could
something.
see maybe doing like a mid-season contest.
Yeah.
The mid-season could be a good idea because then like a year's worth of content is like a lot to pull from.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
True.
Scratch running, draw this in your style. Maybe. I don't know.
Ooh, I like that. I'm in general. I'll have to think of what kind of contests
Yeah.
there are like in our niche here with the podcast and everything. Maybe a game.
Ooh,
contest,
game
game
jam.
jam.
little game jam.
Scratch
That'd
running
be
game
cool.
jam.
We'll see. Maybe we'll like provide some sprites for people, or we have to make like
Yeah.
we'll have them make the
Scratch running's
game.
quest to get sponsored.
The problem is that games in general take like, I don't know, they
Games
usually
take a long
more
time to make.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or like if they aren't just platformer with silly gimmick we've seen before.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I'm saying. All I'm trying
they
to say
usually
is
take a lot of time. Now the other two answers, 22% each
Mhm.
were new special segments, which, maybe...
You know, like the collab soda segment.
Right? That we've continued onwards in our hearts.
It's
in this
been good.
episode, but it's not the same. It's not the same without the man.
This one's for you.
We'll maybe think of some fun stuff for you guys. I'm always more of a fan of the banter episode where we just kind of talk and don't have like, okay, this is the time where blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Structure's
I
overrated.
I enjoyed talking about a bunch of different games this episode. I think that was a good
Yeah. Because
A
after
good
the
thing
year,
to do.
after the new year, we do have a lot to talk about.
dude. Ty's Brewery.
The other problem is just we have an hour to fill. It's not like we
Yeah.
we can't have like a billion set segments. Otherwise, we'll just have
We don't
nothing.
I don't have enough time to talk about all of the characters in Ty's Brewery
Right.
and how
I'm sorry, Karen.
and how all right there are.
I'm sorry. I know you would love to talk about every single Ty's
Yeah.
Brewery
There's a
character and all their
character.
depth.
There's a character in Ty's Brewery that tells someone that they should get a girlfriend.
Oh my
Can you
god.
believe it?
Wow.
Can you
Yeah.
believe it?
You're
That's
just
great.
gonna have to believe me.
Or play the game.
Just
Yeah.
play Ty's Brewery.
And get a
Forehead.
girlfriend.
I'll put it in the SRCast mentioned projects.
The other answer that got 22% of the votes was
New guests. I don't know where we'd find new guests though. And not in
Oh,
the Scratch
shoot.
comments, that's for sure.
like, I don't know. We'll find new guests as we go.
At some point.
But I wouldn't want to force it.
Yeah.
Ever.
Mhm.
Ever.
Never.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, yeah, I brought Tato on one time. I could do
Yeah.
like other members of the
Maybe.
team Zevo or whatever.
That'll be great.
Cheers, I'll drink to that, bro.
Yeah. All right. After we're done with it, I do have something to talk about. I forgot.
Okay. I'll just mention the last one. 44% of you, which is quite a lot,
That's a
said
lot.
special episodes and other spin-offs.
Ooh.
And believe you me, I would love that as well. I
Cooking
completely
with
agree with that.
Shailbridge was a pretty good segment for last April Fools. We gotta think of an April Fool's joke.
Oh
No. What day is that? I don't know. Don't
The
tell 'em.
oh
Don't
yeah.
tell them.
Guys, what
We're not
day
doing
is
anything for that.
what day is April Fools? It's
The-
it's the 32nd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 32nd of March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're like kind of doing the after show. This is another thing, I guess.
Yeah.
That's very important to mention.
Oh yeah,
The after show now. Because we are on Patreon. You can absolutely support us if you want to,
Yeah.
but please do not feel.
Please don't feel like you need to. But all I'm
Right.
gonna say is the
What?
SRCast after show can't be found on Scratch, and for this first after show of season 3, we're gonna be playing a game that you can't
What?
find on vanilla Scratch.
Ooh.
What?
Whoa.
That's right. You may have heard of it. You might be playing it right now. It's called Battlebound.
Nice.
It's a Stickman 2D shooty game. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Stickman.
It's gonna be a good time.
That's
You
right
know,
up
we
my
can
alley.
We can mention Turbo Warp, right? It's
Yeah.
on Turbo Warp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's on
like
Turbo
Turbo
Warp.
Warp. I'm pretty sure Scratch actively encourages Turbo Warp.
I sure hope so, man. Like,
I hope
it's
so.
so good. It's
I really
good.
hope they replace 3.0's engine with Turbo Warp.
Oh, that'll be
Oh
great.
goodness, that would be perfect.
But it doesn't seem
That'd
like
be
they do that.
Like none of the kids would notice, and all the people who are old and grumpy like me would like fall in love with
Right.
Scratch again.
It's just that there might be like with how large these things are, they'd have to probably do a lot of work to get that, and I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They might just be unintended consequences of porting it directly over.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The after show is also before we say anything else, it's now moving to YouTube, so everybody will be able to watch it. Also, we might have merch actually soon.
soon.
Isn't that
Nice.
crazy?
Not soon.
All right.
You can get a Edward mug. Zevo, you wanted
Yeah.
to say something before we
Just
leave.
just real quick. All right,
Mhm.
so there's this guy, he's like a school teacher in Canada named Chromeworks Technology.
Mhm.
And essentially he's been inviting scratchers on to do interviews. He's done
Ooh.
Paddler, he did me. So if you want to see
Ooh.
my face, you can look for the video.
Oh wait, where is it?
What?
I talked about it. I talked about it on my remixes account, and Scratch hasn't taken it down, so I'm assuming it's okay.
Poggers.
Well,
Yeah, but no, what he's doing is like he's interviewing scratchers, and he's like trying to get people to know the people behind the games and animations, and it's cool.
that is
cool.
amazing.
Is it Chromeworks?
That's really cool.
I was considered Scratcher of the Week, and then they went through some of my projects and talked about the stories, and I almost cried.
Aww.
It meant a
Oh,
lot.
nice.
But yeah, I was just an open invitation to like he wants popular scratchers who are like well known within the community. I'd count you guys.
Oh, you want
I don't know.
popular
We'll see.
scratchers?
Oh wow.
Yeah,
We're
for
not
like
very
just for like
popular.
interviews or things. Just wanted to give a shout out. Because it was really fun to be a part of that, and
Yeah.
I can believe it.
my whole family was very excited about that, and
That's
which was
awesome.
funny.
Oh,
If you think
Very
about it, we're
cool.
kind of doing the same thing he does. We're just inviting people that are much more famous than we are.
Yeah,
I don't know
we-
how many followers he has.
So, like, I just
But,
invite people who are cool.
right.
Like every single scratch runner is cool.
Aw, dude,
That includes you, Zevo.
I didn't know you cared.
You cool.
Cool guy.
I upgraded to cool.
Also, everybody out there who is following us is very cool, and also subscribing to ScratchRunning.
Subscribe to
and
Scratch Running.
subscribe
Still
to
listening
Scratch
to us
Running.
after. Is there anyone here that is here from like episode 1? I would like to
I
know
wonder.
that.
But
I-
no matter how long you've been here, thanks for listening to the Scratch Running Podcast. I've
Right.
been your host, Kieran, and with me on the mic have been the boys. Why don't you
Hello.
introduce yourselves before we end this episode?
Yeah, let's start from the top. Jocers.
Nice.
My name is Jocers or Dareit or whatever you want to say.
You're right, 4. To be
Yeah.
exact.
It's your boy, Uncle Waluigi.
It's him.
Yeah.
Uncle Waluigi, aka Zevo the Swag Man.
Oh,
And we can't forget our boy Upfillord.
hello. You wanted new guests. Here we go. We have Waluigi. Mr. What? Mr. Waluigi?
Mr.
Yeah.
Uncle Waluigi, thank you.
Uncle Waluigi.
Dude, you may not be in Smash Bros, but at least you're in Codebreakers.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Applord. I have an account that I will use at some point
Soon.
for other stuff, other than liking and favoriting projects I like. But you can still follow me. And you can still follow ScratchRunning while you're
Yeah,
alive.
absolutely.
Kids, watch Scratch Running, because an appful a day keeps the doctor away.
That is perfect.
That would be so good if this series wasn't monthly.
An apple a month keeps the doctor from month.
Month. Dude, can't believe it. He did it. Wow.
Yeah,
What a guy.
So cool. That's
Amazing.
That was so funny. I think I can
That
schedule
was so
a
well
laugh
thought
in
out.
there.
I can't believe it. Wow.
I think I might be able to fit a laugh into my schedule.
You're like
Nice.
going through your like calendar and saying, I think I can schedule a laugh in there. Just,
It's like a second.
Actually, no. All of my days are booked to play more Chirpy Reverie.
There
And
we
on
go.
that, I'm gonna go get the rest of those S pluses. The recording is now stopped.
woo!
Beep boop.